I always laugh when people tell me I have a glamorous job, because if they spent even one morning inside my shoes, I swear they'd run back to their beds and hide under a blanket. My day usually starts before the sun even remembers it exists. For AM alarms, those alarms that hit your soul, so hard you question every life choice that brought you here. I roll out of bed like a malfunctioning robot, rubbing my eyes, trying to remember which country I'm in. Half the time I have to check the hotel notepad just to read the city's name. It's ridiculous. Last week I wrote Good Morning Frankfurt on my phone notes, but I was actually in Warsaw. Passengers trust me to fly a 100-ton metal bird through the sky at 800 kilometers an hour, and I can't even keep track of what city I slept in. I pull my hair into a bun, splash water on my face, stare at myself in the mirror. Dark circles. Still in uniform because I was too tired to change last night. Lip balm because the cabin air dries you out until you're basically a raisin. And that little smile pilot's practice. The one that says, yes, I'm holding it together even when we're absolutely not. The commute starts with checking my flight schedule, which the airline changes more often than I blink. Today, it's Flight 382 to Dubai. 6 hours. Moderate turbulence expected. A co-pilot I've never flown with, and a cabin crew already messaging me about a passenger fussing at check-in. Oh, and apparently the right lavatory door is jammed again. Great start. At the airport, the security staff recognizes me and waves me through with that "you again" expression. I wave back with my "please don't pull me aside today, I just want coffee" smile. Pilots love caffeine. We don't love the routine of being randomly selected for pat-downs, even while wearing a full uniform with wings pinned to the chest. Once I had to explain why I carry 2 flashlights, a backup watch, and 5 pens. Try explaining that while being half awake. I finally reached the crew room, that barely lit, coffee-smelling cave where we brief complain and pretend everything is fine. My co-pilot is already there. New guy, fresh-faced, probably slept 8 hours. Had breakfast, maybe did yoga. I envy him on instinct. He introduces himself politely. We go through the flight plan, weather, alternate airports, fuel load, NOTAM updates. A giant list of everything that could go wrong in today's mission. We laugh, because if we don't, we'll cry. Then we head to the aircraft. People think pilots just stroll in, sit down, push buttons, and zoom into the sky. Nope. We do a full walk-around inspection. I walk slowly around a machine bigger than a house, at 5 in the morning, in freezing wind, checking tires, wings, sensors, cargo doors, making sure no maintenance gremlin forgot to tighten something important. Last month, I found a wrench sitting on top of the nose gear. Yes, a wrench. Someone forgot it there. Imagine discovering that at 30,000 feet. After the walk-around, I climb into the cockpit, the place I love and hate at the same time. It smells like coffee, electronics, and stress. We start powering up systems. Flick switches. Check screens. Enter data. Double check. Triple check. Because if you skip one step, bad things can happen. And nobody wants bad things to happen at 900 kilometers per hour. The cabin crew comes in. They're already stressed. One tells me a passenger is insisting his pet parrot should fly in the cabin. Another passenger is asking for a seat upgrade because he had a vision that the seat assigned to him is unlucky. I nod and try to look very official while thinking, why do I do this job again? Boarding begins. This is the part that drains my soul. Passengers knock on the cockpit door to just say hi. Some want selfies. Some want to tell me their entire personal aviation history. One guy says, "Wow, a female pilot. Are you experienced?" I smile politely because it's either smile or commit a crime. Finally, boarding is complete. The door closes. Silence. Well, relative silence. The engines hum like sleeping dragons beneath us. I put on my headset, take a deep breath, and call for pushback. This is the moment I feel most alive. Even when everything else sucks, this part reminds me why I chose this madness. We start taxiing. The airport is still waking up. Runway lights glow like a neon path in the darkness. ATC gives us instructions that sound like they're spoken at double speed. I verify. My co-pilot verifies. We line up on the runway. Power set. Engines roar. We accelerate and the nose lifts. The earth falls away. The city becomes tiny. Clouds surround us. And for a moment, I forget the exhaustion. I forget the paperwork and the passengers and the broken lavatory door. For a moment, it's just me and the sky. But the sky is rarely peaceful. Half an hour into the flight, turbulence starts. Not the gentle kind. The did someone kick the aircraft? Kind. The cabin crew calls. Their voice is nervous but professional. Passengers scream. Someone cries. Someone tries to stand up to use the bathroom. Why do people always pick turbulence as their bathroom break? My co-pilot and I try to keep the ride smooth, but the air today has other plans. The aircraft shudders like it's annoyed with us. We adjust altitude. We switch headings. We try every trick. Still bumpy. I can hear things rattling behind me. My teeth are rattling too, but my voice stays calm, because that's our job. Even if we feel like we're inside a washing machine set on angry, our voice has a sound like warm butter. When the turbulence finally calms, it feels like we survived a boxing match. Hours pass. The sun rises, blinding us through the cockpit window. There's no such thing as sunglasses strong enough for what we face. We're basically microwaving ourselves for hours. People think pilots get paid a lot. If only they knew that part of our job is slowly cooking in UV radiation at 35,000 feet. Then comes the boredom. Hours of nothing. Just autopilot hum, occasional radio calls. And trying not to fall asleep. Fatigue hits hard. Harder than most people realize. Micro sleeps are the enemy. Your eyes get heavy. Your brain slows down. And you force yourself to stay sharp because people's lives literally depend on you not drifting into dreamland. When we finally begin descending into Dubai, air traffic is chaotic. Every aircraft seems to be landing at the same time. ATC spit instructions like a rapid-fire puzzle. Speed 270. Turn right heading 140. Descend to 6,000. Hold short. Expect vectors. Expect delays. Expect everything. Whether it's hot, windy, and hazy, sand in the air, visibility drops. My hands tighten on the controls. My heart rate rises just a little. Landing in these conditions is like threading a needle while riding a horse. We break through the haze. The runway appears, finally. I flare gently. The wheels kiss the ground. Reverse thrust. Brakes. Nose wheel down. Another landing done. Another deep breath released. As we taxi to the gate, I see passengers already unbuckling their seatbelts even though we're still moving. Every flight, without fail, the cabin crew fights their daily battle with the seatbelt rebels. We park. The door opens. Passengers rush out like it's a race. Some thank me. Some glare at me because of the turbulence. One lady hands me a chocolate. One guy says, "You should smile more." I smile less. After everyone leaves, I collapse into the cockpit seat for a second, just breathing, feeling my spine realign. My co-pilot looks at me with the "Are you also dying inside?" eyes. I nod. We finish the post-flight paperwork, which always feels like writing a thesis no one will ever read. Then we drag ourselves off the aircraft. The cabin crew follows, exhausted but still smiling. I don't know how they do it. I check my next assignment. The app loads slowly. Too slowly. I pray the schedule is merciful. It's not. I have a turnaround flight in 2 hours. Back-to-back flying. Barely any rest. Barely any time to breathe. Welcome to aviation. I head to the terminal, buy the most overpriced airport sandwich known to mankind, and sit alone at a corner table. I stare at the sandwich like it personally wronged me. Eating becomes mechanical. Survival fuel. My phone buzzes with messages. Family asking how I am. Friends I haven't seen in months. A missed birthday party. A cousin's wedding I couldn't attend. My mom sending hearts and prayers. I want to reply, but my brain feels like static noise. I shove the phone back in my pocket. People say pilots see the world. But really we just see airports. Hotel rooms. Runways. Clouds. Different cities but the same routine. Same fatigue. Same loneliness. I head back to the gate for the return flight. Repeat the entire process. Walk around. Briefing. More passengers. More questions. More turbulence. This time, a child peeks into the cockpit and whispers to me, "Are you the boss of the plane?" I smiled genuinely for the first time today. "Yes," I say. She grins like she just met a superhero. Moments like that save us. They really do. We take off again. I watch the city shrink under the haze. I watch the sky open its arms to us. And even though everything hurts, even though the world down there pulls me apart, the moment the wheels lift, I feel something I can't describe. It's like the sky forgives everything. Mid-flight, my co-pilot talks about his dreams. He wants to fly long haul someday. He wants to see New York, Tokyo, Vancouver. I don't tell him dreams get heavy when you finally catch them. I let him talk. He's young. He should enjoy wanting things. Another hour of smooth skies. Then chaos. Medical emergency. A passenger fainted. The cabin crew calls us, voice shaky. We coordinate. Check if there's a doctor on board. There is. Thank God. We descend earlier. Request priority landing. ATC cooperates. The approach is intense. Heart pounding. Focus sharp as a blade. We land fast but smooth. Paramedics rush in. The passenger stabilizes. Everyone breathes again. I wipe sweat off my forehead and pretend it's warm in the cockpit. It's not. It's stress. After the passenger is taken care of, we taxi to the gate. More paperwork. Always paperwork. By the time we finish everything and leave the aircraft, the sun is already set. My day started in darkness, and it's ending in darkness. I don't remember seeing daylight at all. I drag my luggage to the crew shuttle. Sit down. Close my eyes. Try not to fall asleep instantly. Someone asks, "Rough day?" I nod without opening my eyes. At the hotel, I unlock my room. The air conditioning hums. The curtains are always beige. The bed looks like paradise and prison at the same time. I drop everything on the floor. Sip lukewarm water from a hotel bottle. Turn on the TV. Nothing interesting. I turn it off. I sit on the edge of the bed in full uniform, staring at nothing. This job takes a lot. Your time, your energy, your relationships, your health. Pieces of you go missing along the way. But there's something else too. Something I can never quite explain. Something that keeps me going even when I swear I want to quit. It's the sky. The sound of engines roaring to life. The moment the wheels leave the earth. The way clouds open up like a secret world only we get to see. The way a little girl's eyes shine when she sees a woman in the captain's seat. I lie back on the bed, stare at the ceiling, let the exhaustion take over. Another flight tomorrow, another early morning, another sky waiting, whether I like it or not.